Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Adrian Gaines, a sophomore from Lawton, Oklahoma, is 26-19 on the season and recently came up with a big victory at the University of Central Oklahoma. And in that duel, you're able to pin UCO's Dustin Reed, who was ranked 5th in the NCAA Division II at the time. What went into your performance?
Just running through my head while I was wrestling him was just wrestle, move your feet. He pulls a lot of weight, so I just waited for him to get tired. And as he did, I just took advantage of every mistake he made.
UCO had a 22 duel winning streak at home going into that game where you guys were able to get the team win. What did that win mean to the team?
I found out the next day that they had that we broke their home streak. And that means more recruits for us because of that duel, because it was such a big win for us. They're beating us 7-3 in dual wins against each other. So that was pretty big for us. I think we can catch them in these next couple of years.
You took 6th place last year at the NAI qualifier to get into the NAI tournament. What are your goals that you've set for yourself this year?
To win the 133-pound weight class regionals and be in the national finals.
You and your teammates, Ricky McCarty as well as Brock Williams, all came from the same high school, Lawton MacArthur. Talk about having those teammates around with you.
Ricky's actually the one who got me started wrestling. He actually got me here. He's a pretty good teammate. He's a pretty great wrestler. Brock's still young, but he's going to be a great wrestler.
What's your major here at OCU?
Accounting.
And what are your career plans following wrestling?
To get my CPA when I graduate, and I want to go back to culinary school for a couple years, then open my own restaurant.
Now you've already done some cooking school, I understand. You're actually a certified chef at this point.
Yes.
Talk about what your desire is there, and what maybe is your favorite thing to cook.
I just love to cook. I've been cooking since I was 4 years old. I like to cook anything.
All right, talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Adrian Gaines, and coming up next, we'll talk to men's golf coach Kyle Blaser.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at naia.org.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to men's golf coach Kyle Blaser. The Stars will get things underway February 15th and 16th at the Claude Jacobs Invitational. And, Coach, you're coming off of a year where you finished 2nd in the NAI National Tournament, and James Marchesani won the individual title. Talk about your team's finish to last season.
It was kind of bittersweet. We had a round canceled due to inclement weather, which, you know, you lose by 4 shots. You like to think if you have one more day, being the defending champion, you've got a chance to make up some ground with some people that haven't been there. Unfortunately, we didn't get to finish the tournament. The guys played well, just not good enough to win. James Marchesani, he had an unbelievable run, one of the better runs I've coached. He was winning tournament after tournament after tournament, and it was just fitting in for him to step up and win the national tournament. And it was exciting. I walked with him every day, and he knew he had to make birdie on the last hole, stuck it to 4 feet, made the putt to get in a playoff, got in a playoff, and we played the same hole again, the 18th, and the kid that he was playing stuck it to 12 feet. We picked a spot on the green. James hit it there at about, it was inside of where he stuck it the first time, and the kid missed his putt. James made his, and it was celebration for James. You know, James was disappointed. He's such a team player, though. He was disappointed that the team didn't come through. With that, we got to go meet Jack Nicklaus. He was named National Player of the Year, so we got to go to the Memorial Tournament and hang out with Jack for a couple hours, which it's an unbelievable experience for the greatest golfer of all time to spend time with the college kids. And he's such a class act. It was a great experience for us.
Your team's really showed its depth by winning the UC Ferguson Classic, and then your B team also finished third in that tournament. Talk about your performance there.
We played well. I still haven't got my top 5 ironed out. We do have a bunch of good players. Matthew Chung, who was an All-American last year, wasn't even at that event. He was overseas representing his country. But yeah, we've got some depth. I've got up to 12 guys that can really play, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So we're going to beat each other's brains out throughout the week, and hopefully Coach will make the right decisions on who's going to be in the top 5. But it's a good problem to have.
Anthony Marchesani and Sam Russell have been among your average leaders so far. Talk about some of the other returners.
Anthony is a great player. Anthony, you know, he was in talk last year of being National Player of the Year. He was also Freshman of the Year. So, you know, he works extremely hard on the golf course, in the classroom, in the weight room. Everything he does is 100%. He's a great leader. So I expect him to have a really good semester. By his standards, last fall was not as what he wanted. So I think there's some more in the tank for him. Sam Russell is a kid that we redshirted last year. He transferred in from Southern Nazarene. Sam has played very well this fall. I think he's an All-American caliber player. He's really stepped into that role, and I look for some exciting things from Sam. Jamie Warman transferred in from Odessa College. He was a 2-time All-American there. I think he was the best junior college player in the country. He's got national experience all over the world. And I think Jamie's going to be a stalemate in our top 5. Jay Cox has played well. Jay Cox is from Paris, Texas, and he's really played well in the tournaments he's played. Garrison Mendoza from Clinton, Oklahoma, he's a returning All-American. I look for Garrison to compete and have a good chance to have a great finish to the year. And Scott Verplank's in the picture. Scott's a great player. Matthew Chung, I mean, and the list goes on. Austin Fuller, Jet Johnson, Issa Abu. Wyatt, I mean, any of these guys can play. I mean, it just depends on who's hot that week. So, you know, like I said, it's a coach's dream, but it's also a coach's nightmare. I've had teams where we've had 6 guys to choose from, and it made it a lot easier on me. And now we've got, we've got 12 guys that can really play, and it's good, but it's bad. And I hope come the end of the year, they've competed against each other and really pushed each other all year. I think it'll make us tougher when it comes time to count the shots for real.
I know you guys played Trump National in Miami in the fall. What are some of the other courses that highlight the schedule this year?
Trump National was quite an experience. Miami was neat. It was my first time to actually be in Miami, so that was a great experience. We will go to Prim Valley in Las Vegas, which is a great golf course. We've played there traditionally every year. We've seen it snow there. We've seen it 80 degrees. We've seen it blow 80 miles an hour. So you never know what you're going to get there. It's a great experience for the guys. It gives us a little time to get out of the weather. We'll go on a Saturday and practice all day Saturday, and then we'll play Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We host at TPC San Antonio, which it's a golf course. They play a tour event. Then we go to TPC Las Colinas, Four Seasons Resort, which is also a golf course that they host a PGA event. So we've got some great venues that we get to play. We'll also host conference at Shangri-La, which they've remodeled Shangri-La. And a good friend of mine's the head pro out there, Rob Yanovich. They had the state amateur there. So I'm excited about what we've got coming. We've got some great golf courses. The national tournament's back out in Daytona Beach at LPGA International. We're going to play, they've got 36 holes. We're going to play the other 18. So, and we get to go to Florida twice this semester. So it's going to be a great semester.
OCU alum Tyron Van Oswegen is signed on for his second season on the PGA Tour. Tell us about him and some of the other guys that you've seen come through the program now having success professionally. Yeah,
Tyron was my first international recruit, South African kid, which that was a great connection. He was a 4-time All-American, National Player of the Year, and you know, he's battled for ever since he's graduated. He was on the PGA Tour last year. He finished right about the money list. I think he won $480,000 last year on the tour. This year he's back on. I'm looking for some great things from Tyron. He's, he moved to Dallas. He wanted to be closer to, golf courses and weather and conditions. And he's also got a new baby. And he and his wife have moved to Dallas, which is good for me because we get to talk and see each other a little bit more often. But you know, I'm expecting great things from him this year, as is he, and that makes our weekends exciting because not only do I get to watch Tyron play on the PGA Tour on Saturdays and Sundays, I've got Colin Nell, who's playing on the Sunshine Tour. He's won a couple times. He's winning money. Anthony Michael was Rookie of the Year on the Sunshine Tour. I've got Jacques Blau, who he's played on European Sunshine. He's actually over here playing some too. So, you know, we've got some great players that, you know, I may be leaving some of them off. I mean, there's a lot of guys from Oklahoma City University that are making money playing golf. So, you know, it's exciting for me. And, you know, I've got 3 little boys, and they remember those kids. So we wake up on Saturday and Sunday morning, see where they stand, and we cheer as loud as we can. So it's good to have our history and our tradition. It helps in recruiting too.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Talking to men's golf coach Kyle Blaser. The Stars in action next to the Claude Jacobs Invitational, February 15th and 16th. You can follow their progress on OCUsports.com.